Hi everyone, it's Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and I have another pick a card. So this time we're doing a general when will it happen? And so we have 4 piles here. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, pile 4. When will it happen? As in, think of something that you're wondering about, a date or a time of year, or if you've had some expectations for something and you're hoping that a certain time will arrive, this can help validate it. Think in the affirmative as well. Don't think of things you don't want to happen. Think of things that you're excited for, you're ready for, and see if spirit can match your energy and validate what you might think already be in progress. But sometimes it also can be a general, like, oh, when will I get married, or when will I have kids, and you're younger and you don't know. But I feel like this is kind of more, in a general sense, it might be more current energy, but we'll see what comes out. So we have some pre-placed cards, and then we're going to get into the Lenormand, which always gives me good timing, and a little bit of tarot and a few charms as well. So let's look at our crystals too. So pile 1, we have the clear crystal quartz. Stop. All right, that's for pile 1. Quartz cluster. Pile 2 is the Celestite. There we go. Pile 3 is the rose quartz. And pile 4 is the strawberry quartz. Pretty cool, eh? All right, so take a deep breath in through your nose. Oh, I'm a little stuffy. Blow it out through your lips, your mouth. Let's try this one more time. Okay, deep breath in through your nose. Close your eyes, release your breath through your mouth. Now open your eyes and let them drift to the pile that feels like it's calling you. Let's begin. All right, you have pile 1 and the clear quartz cluster. There we go. Just reminds me of that scene in Superman. All those crystal line things start to pop out. All right, let's see what you have from Angel Answers. When will it happen? We have a year from now. So if some of your questions is like, when will I get married? This is pretty decent, unless, of course, you just have no idea who you would get married to. Some of you might be, when will I get pregnant? Or when will I have the baby? So if you're already pregnant, then you may have a baby a year from now. Whatever it may be, just think of it in the positive. If it's a promotion, you definitely can amp up the time a lot sooner than a year from now. But maybe in a year from now, you'll be seeing so many exciting changes in your life. And that's why I decided to also include like additional information. So here's our additional information. We have big happy changes for you. All right. And remain positive. It's really important, I think. Look at this. You can see her like face. It's just kind of like a little fairy. It's important to stay in a positive mindset. Even if you don't see a lot of progress or changes right away, the changes will show up. Could be a transformation of sorts, a kind of glow up. Let's see what the Faery Forecast has to say. Ooh, a fated meeting. So some of you, this is pertaining to like a romance, a soulmate connection, a twin flame connection, or something like that. A specific fated romantic meeting coming through. It rained outside, and so now every car is going vroom, vroom, vroom. All right, let's get a little bit of a tarot message. I think this is cute. Like this is the Fairy Tale Tarot, and right on top we have the Six of Cups. So I feel like this kind of really represents the fated meeting. It just kind of goes so ideally with it. Let's see what else. All right, and we have like a gift coming through, or a proposal, or a new foundation, or somebody. Yeah, look at all the riches behind this guy. Sparkles. Somebody who has money, and they could be kind of young actually, but they're very wealthy, and they maybe want to share the wealth with you. Let's see what else. And it could represent you becoming very wealthy as well. All right, and then you have the Seven of Wands. So whatever's going on in here, you may have to take a little bit of a defensive position, and maybe not a year from now, but maybe right now until it happens. You know, because sometimes it's hard to stay positive when there's like naysayers or people poo-pooing the ideas, whatever ideas you have. So sometimes it's important to just keep your idea to yourself until, you know, you can actually show people what you meant, you know, instead of tell them, attempt it, go into doubts, see, you know, maybe go ups and downs, sometimes a few failures, sometimes some progress. But as people are watching you go up and down, they're commenting and commentary, and that can lead to things slowing down for you. So maybe it's, in your case, it's important not to say anything, so you can have like a really strong focus on it, and other people's influence won't bring you down. Let's see if Lenormand will give us something more specific, a month and a date. Sometimes we get that from the Lenormand. Let's see what we get from a year from now. So, so we have the key, solution, and key represents now, like the energy of right now. No more waiting. And so for some of you, this is happening now. You don't even have to wait till next year. Some of you, something is happening now that will completely blossom and complete its cycle by next year. So for some of you, it could be pregnancy, you know. Let's see what else. And for some of you, it could be meeting somebody and then getting married, you know, things like that. So something is happening now that is also pertaining to something from a year from now. Or you're going to do some amazing manifesting and speed up the process because of your mindset. Maybe it has to do with this focus without divulging your secret to anyone, and keeping your intentions strong. Oh, see, yes, child. And as far as timing is concerned, child represents also the word soon. So we have now and soon. This for some of you could be like anytime. And because the child is here, it could be for some of you, it could be having a child. And we also have the tree, which has to do with destiny and karma and your body. And for some of you, it will be May of next year is a highlighted year. All right, let's see. Should I get any more? Yeah, we have April or May, and it's a very domestic situation. So I'm feeling that it could be pertaining to your home, to your body, to love life. It could also for some of you be pertaining to moves if you're interested in relocating, but also just a cozy feeling. It could be a getaway to a certain place, a meeting up with somebody. This destined meeting, this fated meeting could be a certain like little beautiful little Airbnb in some countryside somewhere, something like that, with a tree there too. So that could happen like in the spring, April, May of next year, around Beltane. Beltane is always kind of an exciting, it feels like a fated time for me as well. Like fated things happen around Beltane, one of which is my familiar was born. Anyway, so let's get a few charms too. All right, I don't have a lot of charms, just a few. Let's see what comes out to assist us. All right, we have, for some of you, it's definitely a money situation for sure. And some of you, it might be in the Pisces months, and something having to do with your intuition. So Pisces is February and end of February, beginning of March. So that's early spring. Then we have April and May. So that's real possible. Then we have the numbers 2, 8, and 10. 2 is February, so maybe February 8th or 10th, something like that. So also maybe some of what is needed in this situation is money, and the money is coming. There could be another thing, like money coming through now that you can use a year from now, or you're investing now and you're seeing this big wad of money happening a year from now. So those are some definite general possibilities there for you, and I hope you like that thumbs up. You're welcome to look at multiple piles if you want to for different questions that you have or different areas in your life. So I'm going to move on to the next pile. All right, and here's pile number 2 with the Celestite. I think this one's so pretty. It's supposed to look celestial, like heaven. Okay, it wants to fly away. All right, let's see what your angel answers have to say. So, when will it happen? We have within the next few months. So that could be lots of things. You could be thinking about whatever you want to think about in a positive way, with, positive intentions. Something good. Could be lots of things. Let's see, what is this pertaining to? Okay, maybe something that you were worried about, and Spirit's saying, no need to worry. This is going to happen. And it's not too far from now, a couple of months. It doesn't feel that far away. All right, and let's see what else. Listen to your intuition. So sometimes doubts creep in, and the doubts can sometimes push away the energy or pull your energy closer to you, or pull things that you don't want closer to you, right? Right now we're about to enter into, if you're watching in real time, but this can be timeless. If you're watching in real time and you're in August, especially around the Lionsgate portal, then this is a great opportunity for manifesting. But there's really no inappropriate time to manifest. Anytime you think of it, manifesting is your friend. It's like praying. It's like pulling something in closer, faster than what you expected. So there is that chance. It could even be quicker than the next few months. But if next few months seems like a good amount of time for you, then don't worry. Be at peace. Listen to your intuition and don't go into doubts. Just stay focused and relaxed in this knowledge. Let's see what your fairy forecast has to say. It says Samhain. So Samhain is Halloween. So maybe around Halloween, which in real time right now is a couple of months. It's October, the end of October. So that would work right now if that's what's going on for you. If you're watching this and a couple of months is not Halloween, then that's an option. It doesn't have to be the etched in stone time period, but it also could represent a time period of manifesting so that something does happen in a few months. So there's also great portals during Samhain. It's the thinning of the veil between the the living world and the world of the dead. And because of this thinning of the veil, a lot of magic can happen during this period of time. So this is about tapping into that magic as well. All right, so let's get a little bit of tarot here with the fairy tale tarot. Okay, so at the bottom we have, for some of you this has to do with work. A lot of skill is happening right now, putting a lot of effort into what you do, a lot of focus, a lot of drive, a lot of determination, creating a lot of amazing product or service or whatever it is that you do, and possibly within the next few months you'll get a promotion or a raise or a return on your work, and a lot of money coming through. Okay, let's see what else. Whoa, that's a good one. So you have the famous card. So the Six of Wands. I feel like this could represent that you, with whatever you're doing right now, you could become famous. So maybe if your question has something to do with when will I become famous, I mean, that's kind of a hard question, right? Because there's no guarantee to fame, right? But if you want to use the word fame as a way to feel recognized, appreciated for your work, feel like the effort that you put in your work you're going to get in return by recognition or money, monetary gains, or notoriety, this kind of recognition is all I can think of, thing for what you've done, some kind of acknowledgement for what you've done, some kind of feeling proud, and feeling proud of what you accomplished. You can do any day, right? But this is just like that added bonus, that cherry on the top, where people are coming through for you, and we're really getting a lot of great feedback. And you see all the wands around this guy and the horse, they're all these people saying, yay, hail to the king or whatever, good job. He's actually representing Sir Galahad, bringing back the Holy Grail. So everybody's so proud of him. Anyway, let's see one more. Oh, right. See ya. So if you're in the line of communication somehow, then that's really good. Also, the Eight of Wands represents right now. It represents a quick, fast, speedy turnaround. We have 2 8s this month. August is very highlighted here as well. So something that you're doing now in August, within a few months you'll see some amazing return. For some of you it's a monetary return, some of you could be other things. I feel like this pile is mostly having to do with money and career-based things, but if it's love then it could be just it could be that you put into effort into, like, say, dating, or talking to people, or getting out there, and then finally you finally find the one, finally settles in, finally communicate with somebody who you really like to communicate with. Let's see if we can get exact time, a date, and month and day with the Lenormand. Sometimes Lenormand will do that, and this is not going to be for everyone, right? Somebody specific out there will stumble upon an exact date. So with the coffin, we have 8 again. All right, so August, this month, oh my gosh, August is well, oh no, this is actually, yeah, August. I was gonna say, and it could be as soon as 8 days, or or it could be as long as 8 weeks or 8 months, but definitely month of August. Okay, so let's see if we can get a number. What number in August? What day of this month? If you're watching in real time, then you might be real excited. All right. So we have the 23rd of August, and maybe also the mice is all about right now, like soon approaching. That's the timing for the fast approaching is the mice timing here. Let's see about, let's give one more clue. I'm getting a message that Spirit is saying it could, for some of you, could have to do with your love life and your sex life, basically. So we also have 2. The clover is good luck. 2 represents February. For some of you, it might be February, but for most of you, 2 is going to represent 2 days or 2 weeks, or maybe 2 months. Yes, because we have within a few months. But 2 is really good. It also has a very soon energy and a very lucky energy as well. So something also will also happen quickly. It's just a matter of, it feels quick. It feels a lot like the 8 of Swords. I mean Wands. Feels quick, like sudden, exciting. Okay, so now let's get some charms. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh! Oh my gosh, you guys, you got the 8s. So yeah, the 8 represents August. We have the ring, which could be a commitment, an engagement for some of you. And then here we go with the big wad of cash. So it looks like some of you are winning some money or gaining some money by the 25th. Something could be happening early morning. There could be a Gemini involved, or during the Gemini months, which that won't happen. That won't happen again until another year from now. But if you're watching in real time, but if for those of you who are in timeless time, in another land, far, far away from me, in another dimension, but yeah, also Gemini feels like twin energy, and we have the compass here. Not all who wander are lost. It could have something to do with traveling, and we have 22, so it could be the 22nd, but also I'm feeling 2022 also represented here. And then we have all it takes is faith, trust, and pixie dust. And it's just kind of like your manifesting abilities is really drawing this in, especially if you use this Lionsgate portal on the 8th, which would be very helpful, because it's like the pixie dust is here, and all you have to do is just have the faith and the trust to manifest whatever you desire, whatever timing you desire, and whatever you wish for. But please do keep it positive and a positive energy, because portals can be very strong and you can manifest things that you don't want. So always keep your mindset positive and use positive words when you're thinking of what you want. Don't ever say out loud what you don't want, but it's best also not to write it or think it either. So do your best to say what you want in the positive, in the affirmative out loud. And that way, you might also want to try some different intentions and ritual work on the 8th. But it looks very positive for whatever you want. Feels very, very soon. And if it's not going to be within now in a couple of weeks, then definitely within the next few months, or whatever you're doing now is going to fully manifest by the next few months. Okay, well, I hope you like that. I'm going to move on to the next, but feel free to give it a thumb up and check out that little confetti party in there. And pick any pile you want to. Pick multiple piles for any question you have. All right, moving on. All right, pile 3, you have the rose quartz. And let's check your angel answers. So, when will it happen? Within the next few weeks. It felt like, or I shouldn't, I'm no spoiler alerts, but anyway, look at the little family and the kids and stuff. It looks like some of you could be getting pregnant if you're interested. If not, it does feel like a very happy, harmonious situation here. All right, let's see. What's this pertaining? peaceful solution. So maybe you've been in sort of an upheaval, a difficult situation. You're going to find a solution to it within the next few weeks. Very nice. And that could be lots of things, but you know, if you feel like unease maybe with family members, or maybe love relationship, maybe you've been in non-communication, something like that. So some of these questions and answers, the questions can be deep, like things having to do with marriage and babies, but some of them could be simple as, when will my boyfriend call me again? You know, and this makes sense, you know, within a few weeks or sooner. Let's see. Peaceful solution. What else? Trust. Just have trust. And in all the messages, I think I can safely say that, oh, look at, there's like a Jesus right there. How sweet. Really call upon your guides, your spirit guides, and any energy that your higher self, whatever it takes, to really tap into this feeling of surrender, letting go of the how, believing, trusting, having faith in the universe. All piles are really focusing on this energy of of divine timing, and having faith that things will happen as you wish it, as you see it, and using the magic that you already possess and that's already presented to you within, let's say, the Lion's portal, for example, if you're watching in real time in August. But there's lots of portals all throughout the years that can help you. So let's see what your Faery Forecast has to say. Ooh, you have Zephyr's breath. So Zephyr's breath is a breath of air, like the zephyr is coming from the west. So it could be a visitor coming from the west. It could be a change in the air. So when I get change in the air, I think of the change of seasons, like spring or autumn. So if it's in the next few weeks, you might start, depending on where you are in the world, you might start smelling that change. In the United States, even in the South, sometimes you can smell autumn in the air when it comes around. It gets very exciting. Even if you can't smell it, you can definitely see signs of it, and commercially anyway. But there is a certain smell when the seasons change, and so I feel like that's what this represents. And it does kind of have a love emphasis on it too. Maybe a visit from somebody special. Also could be related to your higher self, spirit guides, guiding you, helping you through a certain period of time as well. All right, so let's get a little message from the tarot, and we'll do a little shuffle. All right, let's see what we get from the Fairy Tale Tarot. We have, Ace of Wands. So Ace of Wands, okay, so some of you could be asking, when will we make love? When will I have my sexual experience? It could be for the first time, or it could be for whatever, with a specific person that you really like, or something like that. Because Ace of Wands is definitely, it represents sort of that phallic symbol. Beyond that, though, it doesn't have to be just sexual. It cannot be anything that you're passionate about. It could be an adventure. It could be travel. So maybe within the next few weeks, you're going to travel. I think I might travel in the next few weeks, maybe. All right. Oh, and I might even see, we just got a cool front, and with cool fronts, you start to smell the change of seasons. Even though we're still August and it's darn hot in Houston, there is those moments where you feel like, I think I smell autumn, I think I can smell it. We usually don't smell it until September, though. All right, let's see what else. Okay, so we've got the Two of Swords. Two of Swords, that came, I think that came out in the Daily Dust. Yeah. Two of Swords just represents sometimes being in your head too much, you know, overthinking. So be aware. And it has to do with choices. And sometimes a choice that you end up making is not a choice at all, or staying stuck in decision making. And when you stay stuck and don't make a choice, then that's almost the same thing as making a choice. But what you really need to do is make a choice. And 2 weeks, you know, I feel like 1 to 2 weeks here is happening very soon. So you're gonna have to be very decisive, I think. If you're like, I feel like air energies, specifically Gemini and Libras, who may vacillate back and forth too much, this and that, this and that, this and that, will have to find some earth in them somewhere, just put their foot down and say, okay, this is it. This is what I've decided. Also, this and many of the Two of Swords have a blindfolded lady, which usually signifies to me that there's a person here that has a really good intuition. And all you have to do is let go, relax, and tap into the intuition, trust, have faith, tap into your higher self or into your spirit guides, and the decision will just come to you with no problem at all, with a peaceful resolution. So yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. Let's see what else. Ooh, okay, so the Knight of Swords coming through. This could be somebody coming towards you, or you could be going towards somebody. But I feel like say for instance, this is you. Once you've made the decision, it's like, no stopping me. Don't stop me now. You know, you're charged. You don't you just go for it. You go for it, which is great. And it's actually good, I think, a good idea to have a little bit of contemplation before you do full throttle, go for it energy. But then there is a possibility somebody could be coming to you. And oh, look, isn't this kind of cool? We've got this Knight of Swords, and this is the only deck I've actually seen air drawn. You know, you see the air because swords represents air signs, and you know, I was mentioning Geminis and Libras and Aquarians, but specifically Libra and Gemini, and this air energy, and then we have the Zephyr's breath, this air energy, you know, this change in the air, change, you know, finally deciding and making a change. So very good, very, very good. Okay, so now let's try to see if we can get a specific date, like a month and a day of when it will happen. Let's see. Okay, so here we go again with the twos. 2 weeks. The clover also represents February, but 2 weeks, I would say. And the energy behind your decision, it will be lucky. And it's got a rainbow going at it with it too. So it's good, happy, lucky energy. Okay, oh, nice. Oh, wait, look at the rainbow again. Really nice rainbow energy coming through. Rainbow children. Also, speaking of the stork and children, this could be, for some of you, this could represent getting pregnant. And others of you could be moving, changing locations. Some of you could be getting promotions, leveling up. Some of you could be traveling or meeting someone. The two storks mate for life, so it could also, for some of you, represent coupling up with the person and being able to like go the distance with them. Yeah, and we also have 17. So either 17 days or the 17th of the month. And for some of you, it also represents spring. Springtime, depending if you're, whenever you're watching this, and if it's a timeless reading, so this might be very soon for some of you, or also northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere. Southern hemisphere people could be approaching spring, and that could represent, like, you know, very soon for you too. But in general, the stork, this card, and so we've got, it's for some of you, it could, the date here, here's a specific date for some of you, February 17th, okay? For others of you, this could represent just in a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of days. And yeah, this maybe August 17th, or coming up soon on the 17th. Let's see one more card and see. Okay, and the child is saying very soon. That's the energy for the child. And we also have 13th, and it also could represent having to do with children for some of you. So those are your dates. So let's get a little charms here too. Ooh, okay. Looks like you two also got the ring. The ring represents marriage, commitment, proposals, engagements. You've got the courageous Aries. You got 4. 4 could be the 4th, could be 4 days, could be 4 weeks. We have, or 4 months. It could be, we have, oh, see, you got the week, within a week. You also have the prayer hands. So, ooh, look at all these dates. Prayer hands represents to me manifesting, you know, praying for it, and not just wishing for it to come true, but truly putting a lot of intention, strong intention behind it, and really attracting it in. We have 11, we have 8, so maybe August, maybe it could be the August 6th, 11th, 15th, or 25th, possibly, or it could be November, one of these dates in November as well. And look, we also have the twin flame little angels. So yeah, I love this charm. It's so cute. Sorry, it's so 3D. So it's like a little secret that you know, but it's your twin flame, and I like that they're so 3D. And so yeah, it could be, yeah, it could be a twin flame meeting. It could be, it could be somebody coming towards you. I don't see messages as much as I see actual action, energy, drive, motivated. And for some of you, it could have to do with babies as well. All right, and depending on where you are in the world, and also time-wise, what dimension you're in, the specific date that I have for you, February 17th, February 13th to 17th as well. All right, so I hope you like that. I'm going to move on to the next. You can watch as many of these as you want to. Feel free to give it a little thumbs up and watch the confetti party down in the corner. Subscribe if you're new, and if you're not and you've been here before, thank you for coming back. Okay, I'm going to move on. Okay, here's pile number 4 with the strawberry quartz. This one's kind of cool looking, different. I got it in a Goddessprovisions box. I wish I could still afford to get those, but I did have to rearrange my budget, and I was like, well, this one's got to go. Anyway, so let's see now what your angel answers have to say to the question, when will it happen? You have in the near future. So I love this one because it's kind of so general, like wherever you are. This could be, you could be watching in real time with me in August, or you could be watching at any time, or you know, whenever timing things come up. Sometimes it has to do with seasons, and in northern hemisphere has different seasons than the southern hemisphere, so it's interesting how timing works here. But I feel like you know what, you're going to manifest this. You really are, because it's happening in the near future. So if you are in real time with me and it's August, check out the August 8th portal energy. That's a really nice magical portal to help you energize your intentions and attract what you want into your life. And let's see, what is it pertaining? The situation will improve. So whether your situation is mild or major, it's going to improve. And I feel like it could be for any area of your life. This one is so general. It could be if it's your love life and you're single and nobody in your life yet, well, that is definitely going to improve in the near future. If you want a better job or something, that will improve. Whatever will improve. Sometimes I also get this energy of tension with family members or something like that. If you've been in fights or if you've had disagreements, the situation's going to improve. All right, let's see, and what else we have. Okay, so for the most of you will be in, this has to do with a romance. I'm sorry I'm bringing it up so close, but see, okay, so this card makes me laugh because at a distance it looks like these two big alien heads, right? But when you zoom in closely, it's hard to, with this light today, because I have this very strong light from the window, but you can see her face right here. I'm gonna use this pointer and see if it will zoom in on this. You see her face, and then you can see his face. Anyway, yeah, and I'm even pointing at the wrong place. That's not a face. Right here's her face. This is her hair. Shh. There it is. Okay. All right. So romance. Okay, let's see what this has to do with. So we have our Faery Forecast and a crescent moon. Oh, you guys, you know what? When we had the planetary alignment back in June, all the planets were aligned, and the moon represented Earth in our alignment, right? Because we can't see ourselves, but and the moon was a crescent moon, and it looked so pretty. Like it was just like that, hovering between Mercury and Venus. And so I feel like that was a great portal, and another one's coming up with the Lionsgate, and it's manifesting time. But I feel like specifically your answer has to do with moon phases, and possibly also in the evening. You will have sort of an evening adventure. All right, so I got strong light coming through my western window. Let's see. Hopefully I can take care of that in editing. All right, let's get a little tarot message too. With date, maybe you can help us with dates or timing. What? See, the moon came out. That's so funny. Look at those arrows pointing at the moon. The moon, the moon, the moon. It's like, oh, the answer is in the moon. Okay, so also that could represent Cancer, and yeah, Cancer energy. I think we're already out of Cancer as well. But I feel like whether or not, like this could represent Cancer people, it could also represent that alignment was still in Gemini. But anyway, this summer we've had that Cancer energy, and that could have been a manifesting time frame for you, that's why in the near future you're attracting something. But that's as if you're watching in real time. So many of you might be watching pile 4 at a different time. anytime. It's just like you're really going to you're going to manifest this romance coming through, something having to do with the moon. And I feel like rituals, moon rituals for you. Could be Lionsgate portal, but I think mostly the moon will be the, obviously, and even the crescent moon. Ooh, look, you, whoa, you got the Hierophant and the Ten of Cups. Look at that. Look at the little rainbow family. Oh, look at them dancing in a circle. So, Hierophant. So, Hierophant is 5, and then we have 10. The Hierophant represents Taurus, also, so Taurus season possibly for some. Taurus could also, in Taurus season would be end of April, beginning of May. Yes. Yes. And then we have 10, which could be 10 days. But also the 10 of Cups is just pure bliss, happiness, happily ever after, joy, rapture, celebration. For those of you who, like I said, might be having family issues, this is like your family issues really becoming resolved, like a really happy, joyful period in your life. The Hierophant can also represent marriage and rituals, like rituals as in like baptism or certain kind of rites, so sometimes like church events or something like that. But it can have anything to do with tradition, like, and it doesn't have to be particular to your religion. It can be just any kind of traditional thing that you like to do or your family likes to do or somebody that you're involved with. Yeah, interesting. And so yeah, if it's a ritual, it could actually be just a moon ritual, even though the Hierophant is more about earthly, you know, I shouldn't say earthly, because so is pagan stuff. The Hierophant could be pagan, but the Hierophant obviously is in a church, you know, more traditional Christian looking type of image here. And the High Priestess she's more open and loose to whatever religion. And so the point of the Hierophant to me, though, is that even though it represents religion sometimes, religion only represents a set of rules to implement a certain belief. And that can work for anything, really, like certain steps that you take to get to what you want. Sometimes we manifest things easier when we know we have certain steps to take to get to what we want. You know, but manifesting is all it is just putting your mind, your focus, and meditating on it. And I feel like, let's say for instance, water signs, especially Pisces, are really good at just visualizing something and attracting it, and that's it, you know. But other signs need steps, and maybe earth signs like Virgos and Tauruses might need more steps, like physical steps and actual material things and touching things to feel like they're transitioning and bringing forth this new energy. That's the only difference between the Hierophant and say the High Priestess. The Hierophant, though, is incredibly I was gonna say highlighted, intuitive as well, highly evolved, has strong crown chakra energy as well, very tapped into the universe and to spirit. So you can trust this energy if it's your higher self or somebody that you're getting advice from or something. Also, it's a teacher quality. For a lot of people, it could represent teachers. You could be the teacher, you could be involved with the teacher, you could be a student-teacher relationships. That happens a lot. And sometimes the teacher is the student, sometimes the student is the teacher. Is oftentimes a position that's traded back and forth, because these little guys are like listening. They're like, oh, you're so smart, you know, teacher, tell me more. But yeah, the teacher often learns from the students as well. All right, Now let's get into, let's see if we can get a date. This one's so loose that we might not get any dates, but I'm going to try for some of you out there, something specific, a specific date. Let's see. Ooh, okay, birdies. So with the birds, we have 12 and communication. Communication is always a good thing. It helps things feel like they're coming through faster, quicker, strong energy. Feeling confident in the way you communicate is always great for manifesting what you want. But as far as timing goes, it could be 12 days or weeks or whenever. Like really, this is a whenever, or the 12th of the month. Let's see what else. Let's see if we can get any more. Or it could be Christmas for some of you. I mean, December. All right, so see, here's some of the esoteric mysteries that Hierophant's been learning and teaching people. And the book could be some people writing a book. To me, this is one of the funniest ones because as far as timing is concerned, it's like it's a mystery. So the answer for when will it happen in the near future, it's a mystery. It's divine timing, whenever you want it to happen. Oh, it is Christmas. Christmas Eve for some of you. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys, though. I got real big goosebumps on that, though. For most of you, it's just whenever. But for few specific people, it is Christmas time. All right, and let's see. So it's the 26th. Okay, the day after Christmas. 26th. Let's see if the 26th, if it's any... Yeah, the book is undetermined. For most of you, it's an undetermined amount of time. But for some of you, it could be right after Christmas. Let's see. Anything else to help us clue us in? All right, we've got the 11th also. 11, which is November. And the whip has to do with, it could be like going back to the fact that maybe you had some arguments with somebody, but the whip could also be sexuality. It could also represent locations like the gym. And I think the whip is November, and that's it. Just November. Some of them give you some of them, or winter, right? 11 days, weeks, months, or winter. And so we have 12 and 11. All right, so that's interesting. 11th and 12th of a month, November or December. It could be winter. It could have to do with communication and sexuality, higher knowledge. Could be somebody going back to school. It could also have to do with your book that you're making, you're writing, like when is this ever going to be published? And it's sort of undetermined because a lot has to do with the effort that you put in, and a lot has to do with finding the publishers, and a lot has to do with the world events too, and when the market feels right for things, a lot of that. So there's a lot of variables going into this question, but I feel like there looks like a lot of success happening. So tap into your portals, tap into moon cycle energy. Feel for yourself what is the best moon energy for you. Whenever we have a new moon, see how you feel. Whenever we have a full moon, see how you feel. It looks like possibly crescent moon is your moon energy for bringing in manifesting things. So let's get some charms. Eek. Woo! I say that for everything. Woo! All right, look, some of you are attracting a twin flame coming through. 22, it could be on the 22nd of a month, but it also gives me 2022 vibes. We also have the ambitious Capricorn. So Capricorn months, which are end of December. Oh my God. End of December, January. So, and the 28th. Okay. So we are getting kind of specific. And then we have the compass. You know, it's always good to follow your north node. Oh, we got wedding bells. That could be marriage or finding somebody that you want to marry. And then you have the 20th, 28th. Okay, and you have optimistic. Who's this? This is Libra, I bet. And Sagittarius. Oh yeah, and Sagittarius also is November, end of November and December. So yes, you guys, November, December. I really think so. I really think so. Some specific moon, crescent moon phase during that time. Or it could be the moon when the crescent moon is in Sagittarius or Capricorn. That's possible as well. Also, the school bus represents to me while the kids are in school, so not on Christmas break, so either before or after Christmas vacation, I think. And then you have we have faith. All it takes is faith, trust, and pixie dust. So this is, you know, the final answer, really. Whatever you want to manifest into your life, all it takes is faith, believing in something that you can't see, trust, surrendering the how to the universe, you know, surrender. Just know that it can happen and you don't have to do anything specific. Just think positive and attract it, because the pixie dust will appear. And there's different times. To me, the pixie dust is the portals, like the Lionsgate portal, or a specific moon phase that is just right for you, or wishing well, or whatever you feel, this like an energetic vibe in a specific day or in a specific place. That's usually a clue that is your magic that you can tap into, along with having faith and trust. Okay. So I hope you like that. Thumbs up if you like that. Feel free to hit that little thumb button down there. It's got this little confetti party in it. Please subscribe if you're new, but if you are not a new subscriber, then thank you. Thank you for being here and returning. Also, if you're just not a subscriber and you keep coming back, I appreciate it. Even just watching the videos means a lot to me. But if anybody wants to join and become a member, I have a great list of members here. I think they still are my members. We're starting with the Platinum Pixies. We have Guacamole, Gina, Ragi, Cheryl, Amira, and Claudia. Golden Fairies, Erlia, Sunchild, and Blenda. And Twin Flames, Mary Joy, Silver, Empress, Jolene, and Luisa. Full of Faithers, Anastasia, Weird Sister, and Laura Ochoa. Sparkles of Light, Wolfie, Divine Goddess, Miss Fred, Maurice, J.R. Colgan, Alaya, Jasabi, Lindsay, Giggles, Luce, Charisma, Terry, Esmeralda, Gloria, Patricia, Luna, Jessica, Stoya, and Alexis. Thank you guys so much. Oh, and Jim joined last night. Thank you, Jim. And then Patreons, Melanie, Trini, Terry, Marie, and Tracy. On the Patreon page is where I post all my latest artwork for my upcoming Lenormand deck. So I have a poll going on over there if you want to check out that poll to help me name my Lenormand deck. And my channel anniversary is coming up. So I'll be giving away prizes and stuff, and whoever can think of the best name for my Lenormand deck will win a prize, and more prizes also to come. Just check out also my lives on Tuesdays and Fridays, and to get more information about when I'll do some giveaways. And thank you so much for stopping by. Faith, trust, and pixie dust.